wonder if I'm the only YouTuber that like brush my teeth before I record. I don't know. I always feel like, dang, what if I stink? What if they can smell me like through the mic? Like, what if my breath stinks up? But I know you can't though. Look, all right, don't worry about it. Okay. Anyway, but let's check out 3 creepy, true online dating horror stories. Now, you guys know I love Miss Nightmare. You guys been throwing Miss Nightmare at me a lot. Also, guys, for everybody keeps saying like, where's the next stream at? When's the next stream at? When's the gaming video? I am still in Texas. Okay, I comment this all the time. Until February 2nd, I am in Texas. Meaning around like the 4th or the 5th, then I get back to streaming and everything. Alright, no, my girl did not put me out. No, I didn't leave. Nothing that happened that you guys keep counting. Alright, I came to Texas early for freaking PAX, and I just haven't left yet. Alright, I'm gonna leave, and then we're gonna pick back everything up. Black. Damn, mouthwash, hot as hell. Hell, you looking at, you ugly mother. No, but anyway, by the way, check out the video. Check out the original video. Link in the description below. But let's go. Make sure my volume up. Bro, at the end though, let me not forget, I'm gonna tell y'all the craziest online date story I had, but it's not really that crazy, but I could have woke up dead. But let's just watch this. I could have hella woke up dead trying to get some head. Bars.
After breaking up with my first girlfriend when I was 21, I had been single for about a year. It was the first time I had been single in years, so it took some getting used to again. Eventually I decided it was time to get back into the dating scene, so I started downloading a bunch of dating apps. One of the apps I downloaded was OkCupid, which was the one I used the most. I vibed the most with one girl I matched with named Brenna. Based on her interests and biography, she was into a lot of things I was into. She was a very pretty, light-skinned black girl. We had talked for a while and agreed that I would pick her up at her place to go out and get food. I pulled up to her house on the west side of town at 6:30. It was about 10 minutes after sunset, so it was really getting dark. I texted Brenna, and she took a while to answer. I sat in my car actually staring at the conversation for a while, waiting for the texting bubble to come up. When it finally did, she responded saying, "Hey, sorry about that. My brother's gonna meet you outside. He's being really annoying and protective." I showed her how upset I was and how much I didn't want to have to meet her brother, but she just kept saying, "Sorry, he's forcing me." I saw the front door of the house I was parked in front of open, and a guy came out walking over to the driveway while looking at my car. I got out to go over and meet him, realizing he towered over me.
I'd have stayed in the car.
Another thing I quickly noted was his skin was significantly more dark than Brenna's, to the point that they wouldn't even seem related at all. He shook my hand and introduced himself as Will. There didn't seem to be anything off-putting about him at first glance, and he seemed friendly enough. He started going on about how he just wanted to make sure a trustworthy, stand-up guy was about to take out his sister.
Black girl named Brenna, nah.
We talked for a little, and he seemed normal enough, I guess.
They lying.
He finally asked me to come inside to meet Brenna. He led me into the house and shut the door behind me. He told me to wait right there in the living room while he went upstairs to get Brenna. As he went upstairs, I looked into the living room.
Cause that's him texting you!
There were two men sitting on the couch, both giving me a certain kind of look I just didn't like. I said what's up to them. One of them just slightly nodded his head, but just barely.
What up, bro? Like that?
Will from upstairs called down that he's trying to find Brenna, which was odd. I turned to look at the room adjacent to the living room, which was the dining room. To my surprise, there was another man sitting at the dining room table.
Man, I'm out this house, my guy.
Instinctively, I stepped back and reached for the doorknob without even turning my back to the three men.
Yup.
One of them screamed, "Grab him," as they saw me reach for the door. At that point, I flung the door open and ran to my car. They weren't far behind. In fact, I made it into my car with only maybe a second to spare before they were outside my doors, kicking and hitting my windows, trying to break them.
They're about to rob
I was able to drive away down the block, but keep in mind this was on a public residential road. I have no idea how it didn't cause more of a scene out on the street. I made it home to tell my mom and dad what happened, still out of breath. They were in shock and almost didn't believe it, and they recommended I call the police. I did. I reported the house and the incident to the police. One of the neighbors vouched for my story anonymously because they saw the group attacking my car when I escaped. Police arrested 3 of the 4 men I saw in the house, one of them being Will, or whatever his real name was.
Yeah, his name ain't no Will, trust me, my guy.
Couldn't be found or identified. I didn't stop using dating apps after that. I was just a lot more cautious from there on.
Little horny little boy. All right, hold on, wait, hold on. All right, so one, like, okay, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody's stereotype. I don't care what race you are, what gender you are. Everybody's stereotype. I'm sorry. For one, if I get to the girl house and she like, oh, my brother want to meet you first. Y'all come out. I'm gonna stay in the car, window down a little bit, start it up in reverse. Y'all both come out. All right, your brother can talk to me through the damn window. Okay, I'm not about to get out the car, especially if I don't even see you for one. Like, I'm sorry. I love when people are in, but black girl named Brenda. If you said Brianna, all right, maybe. Black dude named Will. Nah, see, I don't know about that. I'm like, nah, this ain't gonna work. And the reason why he came out and was like acting like he was calling her, because it was obvious, dude. It was them texting you, but which is really common with a lot of dating apps. So like, which is hella scary. Why you really have to be careful when messing with these things, because a lot of people do set you up to like rob you, kill you. Honestly, this was sound like they was about to rob you. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It don't sound like you about to like wake up dead and nothing, but they was there about to rob you, my guy. But then again, I don't know. Maybe look, I don't know what it's gonna do. I just said from what I speculate, what it sounds like, this is probably just about to rob you. But regardless, though, it's hella stupid. Don't get me wrong. I did stupid stuff. I'm telling you guys at the end. I did some hella stupid stuff because of dating them. I ain't gonna lie. Being a guy, like our hormones need to slow down because we be thinking with the opposite head. And I ain't gonna lie, because that was me a few times. I could have been hella gone, bro. Oh, shoot, it's back on my bad. I be dancing with the ads on, bro. I don't know why.
At the time of this story, I had already met a total of 3 people on Match.com.
I never
didn't really
Match.
work out with 2 of them, and the third one I dated for 4 months. After my breakup, I wanted to take a break from commitment and just find something more casual. And so I matched with a girl named Kylie, who I got along with decently well on the app.
Good.
She seemed down to just come over to my apartment and hang out for the night. She showed up about half an hour later and seemed really quiet in person. We hung out in my room in the upstairs of my apartment for most of the night. We just talked for a while watching TV in the background. There were a bunch of awkward silences, but I did my best to fill them with new conversations. In the back of my mind the whole time I was thinking, are we gonna kiss? Does she expect me to move in for the kiss? How do I go about it? But hours of talking later, I started to realize there was something wrong with this girl. She became increasingly more emotionless. She was staring off across the room as she'd talk slowly, talking about increasingly deep and dark things. Then she said something surprising. She thanked me for allowing her to sleep over. Apparently, when I said she could come hang out for the night, she meant to literally stay the night.
No.
She got off the bed and asked what blankets she could use for the floor. I grabbed a couple blankets and pillows and made a sort of bed for her on the floor. She thanked me and then laid down on her side facing away from me. I guessed she was ready to go to sleep. I turned off the TV and closed my eyes.
Why would you do
We
that?
didn't say a single word to each other, and I have to admit it was very awkward. I fell asleep probably half an hour after shutting the TV, but I awoke randomly in the middle of the night.
She's standing over you.
I sat up and looked down at the floor and was able to see that Kylie didn't appear to be laying on the floor anymore.
I knew it. You're
so
stupid.
Flipped on the lamp and looked around the room. She wasn't anywhere, actually. But just then, I heard a voice downstairs. It sounded like it could be Kylie. All the walls in my apartment are paper thin, so noise travels quite easily throughout it. I quietly left my room and stood at the foot of the top of the stairs, listening for what Kylie could be saying. All the lights upstairs were off, but she was talking in a low voice. I just couldn't tell for sure what exactly she was saying. I figured she was on the phone with someone, but still, I went downstairs to check. I stepped into the dark kitchen, and there she was. But she wasn't on the phone. She was just creepily sitting in one of the chairs facing the wall.
Man, hell no!
She seemed to still be muttering to herself. I was frozen. All I could say was, Kylie? She turned her head to me slowly, looked at me for a few seconds, then turned back to face the wall. I went upstairs quickly to my room and crawled into my bed to call my dad. I had to call at least 3 times before he finally picked up, obviously sounding concerned. I told him in a quiet panic that some random girl from online was staying there, and now she was sitting in my kitchen muttering to herself like a crazy person. He sounded confused as hell, but told me to call 911 if she seemed like she was having some kind of episode to safely get her out of there. Then I looked up and noticed a figure standing by my bedroom door in the dark. It was Kylie. All I saw was the outline of her skinny body. She stood there for maybe 10 seconds. All I heard was my dad on the other end of the phone saying hello over and over. The next thing I saw was the silhouette of Kylie at my door suddenly charge at me in my bed as she began to scream. She lunged at me and put her hands around my throat, trying to choke me. However, I was able to quickly overpower her and hold her down against the bed. I screamed at my dad to call the cops. I was able to drag the insane girl downstairs by the time the cops came. The cops took her away to fill out a few documents. I think it's safe to say that you should always meet people from websites and apps in a safe, public place first.
Yup, I learned. Good. Hold on, so like, good thing with me though, like I didn't learn because of like some crazy happy thing. I don't know why I feel like I'm so lucky. Like it's so much stupid stuff. I just feel like I should have not been here anymore that I've done in my life. But even then, I'd be like, no, you know, I'm always meeting people in person. I'm always meeting people in public. I said in person, duh. I'm always meeting in public. Like whether it's like some restaurant in the daytime, at the mall or something. I don't even, if it's the first day when I meet people on dating apps, I had all them dating apps. I told you about my past. All right, look, I was a little titi. I was a hoe. I ain't gonna lie to you. But don't do like me. I didn't do anything good, okay? But I didn't even want to meet at the movies either because it's dark and you sit next to me. I'm like, I don't really trust you like that. I have to meet you in a public place, and not like early in the morning, not like late at night, but kind of like in like midday, whatever. Like boom, we meet at the mall, chill, do something, probably grab a bite to eat, whatever, blah blah blah. Because I'm not about to take you on a fancy day on the first day anyway. I'm sorry, it's just not happening. I'm not about to take you out to no Papa Do's or whatever y'all got that's like really good that y'all like, whatever. Cheesecake Factory on first date. Nah, ain't having first date. We probably go to Chili's or Applebee's or something because we ain't official yet. I ain't about to cash out on you yet. Look, all just aside though, like legit, if you use online dating apps, if you meet people online, like for one, it's really not safe. I hate to say especially for the females, because I don't want to say like I'm saying like if you're a guy it's okay, but especially for females, like be hella careful, bro. Like I feel like girls, like you should always have like the like my nieces and stuff got the little maces up on your keys, all that blah blah blah. Have protection, all that stuff. Like do not go to nobody's house. Like don't meet them nowhere at night. Like nah, we can meet midday at the mall where it's a crap ton of people, at a restaurant where it's a crap ton of people. Don't meet up at like night, like some random location. Like, oh, let's go walk around the park. Like, nah, don't do that now. Don't do that. Trust me. 1 and 3 are the scariest ones, bro. 2 is scary, but
I've been single
I'd be
most
a
of
little
my
bony
life.
ass.
However, I've used apps like Tinder or Badoo just for fun for a long time. Have I met some weird people? Yes. But nothing could have prepared me for what happened in February of 2014. Dead of winter, the time of year that these apps are perhaps most useful if you're just looking for casual fun when you can't have fun outside.
Yeah, because it's cold.
I was using the app Badoo, and at any given moment, I would be messaging at least 5 different girls, only because I'd know 9 out of 10 conversations would end up dying.
True.
One conversation kept going strong, however. The girl's name was Maria. Every time I'd hear that triple note ding, a notification from Badoo saying, "Maria sent you a new message," I'd actually get a little excited. I asked if she was down to hang out tonight. She wrote back yeah, and asked for my address. I gave it to her without hesitation. She said she'd be right back. I said, wait, give me your number so we could text. But she didn't respond.
You didn't got a number, you gave her your address?
After a few minutes, it said she was offline. The app did that when someone wasn't active for a few minutes. So I figured be back soon, and I patiently waited while going back to watching TV. I kept routinely checking the app to see if she came back online, but she stayed offline. An hour passed, and now it was getting a bit late for her to even come over. Plus, I was getting kind of tired, so the idea was kind of shot. I went to bed. The next morning, I woke up early. It was raining outside, and it was still a little dark. I checked the clock, and it was 6:30 in the morning. I was grateful it wasn't like 11 and I could get back to sleep. I did, however, pick up my phone to check for any new text and junk. I saw a few notifications from Badoo, actually. Maria had messaged me a few times. I opened the app as I rubbed my eyes. She said, hey, I'm coming now, at like 3 a.m.
No!
At like 3:20 a.m., it said, I'm here. At 4 a.m., it said, I'm I'm watching you. I noticed it said she was online too. And then the triple tone sound beeped, meaning I got a new message from her. It said, "How did you sleep?"
I done got my gun in the closet like, yeah, you watching
I
me?
felt a feeling of unease in my chest and in my head. I right away looked out the window to see if anyone was hiding in the bushes outside. Then I shut the blind.
Oh.
I typed back, "Who the hell is this?" 10 seconds later, I got the disturbing message, "Check your closet and find out."
Don't open the
I looked across
closet.
my room to the closet door that I know was closed last night. The closet door that was now cracked open. I was so shook I almost couldn't breathe. Then the door pushed open ever so slowly, revealing the dark inside of the closet. I started screaming for my dad. I had to run past the closet to leave my room, but as I got to my dad's room to find the bed empty, I had completely forgotten he wasn't home for the weekend. My older brother was home though, and he came rushing to see what the commotion was.
Yeah, we about to jump.
To which I told him to check the closet with me. When we checked the closet, there wasn't a single trace of anyone having been in there. Then a cold breeze hit me, and I realized my stupid self didn't lock my window the night before. Things made a little more sense now. I went to the police station to show the messages on the app in hopes they could track the person, but apparently it wasn't that easy. I would need court orders and such in order for Badu to be required to release the information of the user. To show the messages on the app in hopes they could track the person, but apparently it wasn't that easy. I would need court orders and such in order for Badu to be required to release the information of the user. I refrained from doing anything. However, luckily after a long week of sleeping in fear, nothing happened, and I was able to move on with my life.
I would have not been able to sleep in that room ever again, bro. I'd have been in that mug strapped up, clown. But what's like hella messed up though, like it's always, you know how people say it's like easier said than done. I think that's how I go, right? Yeah, but like, which is hella true, because I ain't gonna lie, like in these kind of situations, I've been stupid too. The video about to get a little 18 plus here, all right? If you're younger than that, go and get it out of here, okay? 18 plus at this point. So I'm about to tell you some stories about my freaking dates, all right? And I ain't gonna tell you all of them. I got some crazy ones, but I'm gonna tell you one that I think back on to this day, which I'm like, it's so dumb. Like I could have hella woke up dead, like hella dead. But like, all right, so I'm on a date now, boom, boom, boom. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I used to get so many girls for dating now, bro. Like hella. Like my joint was OkCupid, which was funny because that's one of the story I'm about to tell you was from, which is the first one on this. OkCupid, Plenty of Fish. It was called like POF back then, probably same thing, whatever. No, I think it was called like Meet Me or something back then. Whatever. I had Meet Me. I had it was another one I had. I had so many. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was in Arizona just knocking these down, bro. But anyway, so it was this one. She was a little white chick, whatever. Boom, boom. She just hit me up like, hey, you cute, blah, blah. So we going back for a boom, boom, boom. And now whenever I meet up with people though, however though, we will always meet up at like go out to eat or something, or let's go. If we did go to the movies, it was like midday or something like that. It wasn't like in the middle of the night, let's go somewhere dark. Like we weren't meeting up like that, whatever. But it was this one time, I ain't gonna lie, your boy was like dummy horny, alright? Dummy horny, so I just a little chick or whatever. She hit me up and we just going kind of boom, boom. Like the next day, so I'm feeling her head up and all that stuff. Look, don't judge me, okay? I'm a man at the end of the day. This is 18 plus here, alright? I'm feeling her head up, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, you look good, blah, blah, blah. That bitch like doodoo. I'm sorry, alright? Anyway, I'm like, yeah, you look good, boom, 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 boom. Cause I knew like when I was gonna get out of her, whatever, boom. So she like, yeah, you should come meet up with me, blah, 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 at my house. Now, I should have never, ever done this. There was no way I should have. So I'm like, bet. So she give me her address. I go to her crib, whatever. And she said, like, I don't mean like, you know, like, the black people hood is like, the houses, you know, it just look like the hood. People outside, you a little scared, you got your car type situation, dogs, like that. But hers was more like, I won't say like trailer hood. It was more like, it was a little bitty, not even a house looking thing. And then like, I don't know, I'd say like maybe in between two normal house spaces, another one. I don't know what these were. They weren't houses, they weren't like mobile homes neither. They were just like these little Section 8 looking things, whatever. I don't know how to describe them, I'm sorry. So I'm like, damn, where the hell is this at? But me still thinking with my other head, I get out the car, I go in her house, bro. Don't know this girl from a, I don't know the saying, what is the lick up, whatever how to saying, you know, old people say a lot. Don't know this girl at all, bro. I go in the house, boom, close the door. Her and her mom is there, right? They both look like they some like crazy type people, whatever. But I'm like, whatever, though. I'm about to hang out the door. So I'm sitting on the couch. When I say this house was the nastiest house I've ever been in my life, bro. And it was just like, I don't know, they were cooking. I was just looking like, all right, we're gonna eat there. And like, you want some meat? I'm like, no, I'm good. I just ate before I came here. You know, typical excuse. I ate before I came here. Boom, boom. So anyway, so we go in her room. We chill, hanging out. Her, when I say the nastiest room ever, like, look, don't judge me, all right? I was a guy in college, okay? So we sitting there chilling, boom. Not even like 2 minutes later, whatever. You know what I'm saying? She boom, 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 boom. Okay, this 18 plus. Get out of here. If you're 18, get out of here. All right. Boom, boom, doing it. So her mom knocking on the door, like boom, 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 knocking the door, like, hey, what are you guys doing? And her kids was in the other room, whatever. And while she like doing whatever, you know, she answered her mom and told her what we doing. I'm like, oh my god. So then like 2 minutes later, the door opened. This is 18. I don't want to tell you guys this. Let's just end the story. Let's just say her and mom was boom, 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 bro. In the story, I want like when I say it could have been anybody in that house that could have killed me, bro. It could have been so much crap that could have happened to me. Like I think about this day when I be home, I'm like, man, that was so stupid. I seen that house. I didn't know her from nothing, whatever. And I still go up in there just because I was thinking on my other head. Like this is the problem when you're just a little college kid. Look, we just gonna end the story there, all right? Because I don't want to say too much. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a lot of you guys are young, okay? And I know you guys who under 18 not gonna get out of here anyway. Let's just say story ended with her and the mom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, look. All right, boom. All right, that's just how I'm gonna say it. But when I look back on it, I'm like, that was so dumb of me. Like I didn't know this girl from nothing. This house was just like, I don't know what, I don't even think I call it a house, bro. It was like, it could have been any big dude in there just like, bam, we got him, kill him type situation. And that ain't even, that's just one of the stupid stories from my experience with dating apps. Like, that's what I'm, look, if you use these things, man, be freaking safe, be freaking smart, man. You gotta do it. I kid you not. I got so lucky, but which is scary because back in Texas, I had a friend in high school who met someone on a dating website, like when they were like first getting popular. And then they found her dead like the next day. So that's like, you gotta be careful, bro. Like these people are legit crazy on here. Like be careful. Be yo, my bad story got a little 18 plus. I kind of cleaned up as much as I could, keep it away. I didn't have sex with neither one of them, but I did get. All right, in the video, y'all.